Hi, I'm Leslie.
And I'm Doreen.
And today we are starting with 90 Day Fiance. But before we get into, we're going to start with Bial and Shaeeda. But before we get into that, please subscribe and help us out and leave any comments and all those things.
Yes, and thank you to all of you who are leaving the comments. We really appreciate them so much.
Yes. Bilal and Shaeeda. So, I mean, he did his little deal with the shack of a house, and she looked like she fell right into the trap, but then redeemed herself the next day. And I kind of liked her.
She apologized on her own. Yes.
Yes, and then he did the thing of bringing her over. She saw, like, I guess what he said was going to be his mom's house, but it was their house,
and 8 million gifts from Louis Vuitton and Gucci and
all the things that I think she expected.
Yeah, but that's too much. I mean,
it was a little. I thought the yoga room was very thoughtful since that's her thing.
Yes.
And
yes. Yoga and prayer, yes.
And just made me think, okay, he redeemed himself because I was not a fan, as you know, of his prank that he played on her. So
I wasn't a fan of the prank because I felt exactly like she did, like she was misled this whole time, and he presented himself to be somebody different than he was. I'm also not a fan of, you want to give a little token of appreciation, but he says, I want her to love me for me and not for my money. And he pulls the crap with the house and then has, 10 or 20 gifts from expensive stores. Yes, but no, right. Well, I mean, like, come on, these guys, they have no concept, but whatever.
But she was a likable girl. Like I just felt like I liked her. I thought,
you like
no, I don't. No, I do not. Let the record show I don't like, because a lot of these I don't like, but okay. I liked her. I thought she was fairly legit, but let's just move on to the one that I don't care for so much, which is Jibri and Miona.
Yeah. I don't like her either.
And it's the saddest thing about this is I watched them the whole time. He looks more made up than her then. Like, he looks like he has a full face of makeup almost with a little pink lipstick on, looks dapper and all the things. She, no wings, no nothing. She's got the hairpiece in, but I was like, where'd all the makeup go? Like, it's just, that's just very odd to me. Only when she does the little interviews does she have a full face of makeup on. Neither here nor there. But she's not happy. She's not happy about, North Dakota is a little
Listen,
rough.
you can't blame her. Again, I guess I wonder for the girls, like, where you're going to. What do you think? And for the guys, if she tells you she expects to live in LA in such and such a type of house, what are you expecting? We're going to stay with my mom, okay? That's not okay. So if she told him this ahead of time, I kind of blame them both. I mean, more so the guy, if he's making the girl think that that's what he's got,
I don't know. Am I just like I've watched too many romantic movies? I feel like if this is the man of your dreams, you should at least have a few weeks of being in that La La Land before reality set. Like, that's what's so baffling. It's like you just got together. It's already worn off and you're already down to the...
Well, because she's not happy living with the parents and having to follow rules.
But you know what I'm saying? She should still be in that La La Land. I was like, oh my God, I'm still with my man that I like. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too much of a dreamer. I just think that wore off a little too quick. But so she just seems like she wants what she wants. And yeah.
Yeah, they all do. But some are better than others.
Some are better than others.
Next we have Ariel and Binyam. I give them a lot of credit. They've gone through a lot of fights. I understand her side with him not answering while she was home. Finally got him, to be able to come over to the U.S., which is good. I don't think her comment with the sisters about, well, I'm marrying him, not you. I don't think that was really a nice thing to say. But, their relationship has always been a little estranged, so.
Yeah, and he should have mentioned it to him before the day before. I mean, that's just disrespectful.
1,000%.
But I'm all for they've like plugged through the mud to keep this relationship together. They have the cute little kids, so I'm happy.
We'll have to see what happens when he comes to America, and how that all goes.
Yeah. Okay, Eve with the weird spelling and Muhammad.
And just so you know, I did say her name is Yvette, so she goes by Eve. That's why it's YVE.
Oh,
it's Yvette. Yeah,
oh.
They showed that, or else he called her Yvette, or somebody, I saw it on the thing. Yeah, that's because I was like, why is she spelling it that way? Her full name is Yvette, so that's why they're calling her Eve for short.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah. And Muhammad, I think, is very, I know for me, other people don't, but I think he is exceptionally good looking. But I don't know. I have some concerns, as you do.
I cannot, there's not an appealing thing about him. I don't know. He opens his mouth, and this is so bad to say, but he opens his mouth and that voice is just, it's like a baby voice, and I don't even know, like there is not an attractive thing about him to me. I mean, maybe if he took his shirt off, I don't know. I have not seen it. He is not that you even care, but he is just not my kind of guy. But it's not about me. It's about
Eve.
And you know, if she's into him. But I had to write this quote down. This is the thing that absolutely scares me about this whole relationship. He said, "My perfect woman," this is Muhammad speaking, "my perfect woman will love me like my mother."
Yeah, that's very scary. You know, these young boys and these women, they need to understand at what point this relationship is. Because when I heard that, that was immediately also, I was like, ooh, now some men they're not the smartest, right? So some men can misspeak and say, well, what I mean is unconditionally.
Yeah, maybe
we
it's
love
a
our
language
children
thing.
unconditionally. So it could be that. But as a woman and as a mom, when I hear that, I think, oh, you want me to take care of you, and that's not going to fly.
And it was like she does all these things, and then she didn't have the bidet ready, and he was kind of very disappointed. And I was just like, I guess his mom.
Oh, it's a
really,
Muslim, or it's a.
Fair enough. I'm all for the bidets. You know, I'm a fan,
Yeah.
but the disappointment, it kind of made me think like, well, I guess his mom would have gotten that done, so she's falling short of his mom. I don't know. This relationship, it just, you know, I don't know, where do they find them, but
and again,
you know.
if you have to look at it, if she's an intelligent older woman realizing that she's marrying a much younger man, if she knows that's a religious thing for him and is that important to him, wouldn't you do that first? You know, I'm kind of thinking, if my guy, if I loved him so much and that was critical for him, that would be the first thing I took care of.
Certainly, if it's like, here's another lovely quote from him. He says, "Since he left everything to come here, you will need to give all." So he already feels like he is
entitled.
Yes, that you know, you have a lot to make up for because I left everything. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's an issue.
Yeah, so whatever for them. All right, on to Kobe and Emily. And the last we saw them, you know, she has cute little Coben, which do love the name. I think that's very cute
cool.
how she named after, which is so cool. But anyway, we left them. She picked him up in the airport, and she wanted to have this night alone. And he, of course, is a little taken back because he wants to see his baby that he's never met in
2 years.
Yes. And I, you know, the more I thought that was really kind of selfish, but I don't know. Am I just, again, crazy? I'm sitting there thinking, if this was a person that I was in love with that I hadn't seen in 2 years, I don't think I'd be thinking about my baby.
Oh, no,
I don't think I'd be thinking about my baby. Not with this person sitting right next to me. I'd be going to
So
that
I have
hotel.
here's a couple issues that I have. First off, for her to say it's a surprise, you're talking on the phone for 2 years. You're talking on the phone 3 months before you're coming. 2 months, 1 month, 3 weeks before your flight leaves to come see me. Are we not saying, oh my God, I miss you. I want to be with you so much. God, I miss your hugs. Are you not having that conversation? And are you not saying, hey, why don't we, I just need you so bad. Why don't we be alone first and whatever? Like the fact that she's trying to surprise him, to me, means he has no fear. Listen, he's saying he loves, she's always saying, I love you. I'm sorry, people. I don't care how much you think you love somebody. If you are apart for 2 years, even if you FaceTime every day, that is going to dissipate. There's no way it's not. And the blood, that's your kid. You know what? I care more about seeing my blood that is a piece of me versus you that we really don't have anything.
I guess I'm imagining this person that I'm madly in love with. I think the kid, I don't know. We're going to have to agree to disagree on that one. I'm thinking I would get together and then I would go over to that. Like I wouldn't be spending the night there, but I would have some alone time and then I don't know. But
can't go see the baby for an hour or two and then go out for the night. She's like, this is the only night. Really? It's the only night? Your parents are going to babysit one night? No way. No way.
I don't know.
No way.
Anyway, I guess that's our little recap of these winners. I mean,
stay tuned for next week. We'll see what happens on all these cliffhangers that we have.
And if you want to follow along with us, please subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.